Guys, hello. This feels really strange. Welcome back to my channel. Wow. It feels like it's been such a long time since I did a video like this. It really does. You've got no idea how long I have planned to do this video. It has took absolutely months, and I was like, should I put it near the start? Should I put it near the middle? And I thought, well, actually, do you know what? I'm gonna save this video for now, because I think it sits quite right with the vlogs. Merry Christmas. Hope yous are all good. It's just such an amazing time of year. My favourite time of year. It's Christmas. I thought it would be wrong to do a video around about this time of year without having this tree in the background. Before I start, it's something a bit minging actually. I've made a bit of a mess. But right, guys, honestly, I've got a serious addiction to Starbucks. As you know, if you've been following along on the vlogs, I literally, honestly, after getting back from America, I was like, oh, I need Starbucks, I need Starbucks. So literally went online because I was like really getting concerned because of the amount of money I was spending at Starbucks. So I decided to actually start buying my own syrups and making my own Starbucks at home. Saves you a friggin' fortune. I paid £10 for gingerbread syrup, sugar-free, so it's healthy because I'm watching those calories, even though it doesn't look like it. And low-fat milk, red top milk in the UK. These are from the UK. Red top milk, the best. I love it. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like red top milk. I really like it. And oh, I had swallowed a bit of ice. And it's literally just like the gingerbread frappuccino from Starbucks. So yes, I am ready for this video. Firstly, before we go into the video, I just want to say a massive thank you to every single person that is still watching along with the Disney vlogs. I've met so many of you, it's just so cool. This is what I love about YouTube and Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook, and it has its negative sides because there's the trolls and whatever that we all know exist. But then there's the lovely thing where you meet new people that have got interests the same as you, and you talk about Disney and you share your trips with them and share your pros and cons. And that's why I love doing this video. This is honestly one of my favourite videos to make. And that's why I was so nervous about making it, because I was like, I love doing it, but I want to do it right, and I want to make sure that it's bang on. So pleased that there's so many more of you that have joined my channel and you are following along. I am not joking. The Disney trip I just had with Stevie was one of the best Disney trips I have ever had. It was so magical, just like Disney should be, but it was just amazing. It really was, guys, honestly. Watching back the vlogs, I've just been like, oh, it was such a nice moment. And that's why I'm doing this video. So I want to basically go through quite a few different things of what the trip was like. What was the holiday like in a sense. I've actually got some notes here, that's why. Okay. So if you see my head going down, that's because I'm looking at the notes. But I really want to go through about the holiday in a sense, the parks, the food, the budgeting, the planning, what it's like traveling with a child. I'd never done it before. That was the first time, the cruise, and then America was the first time I did it. So I just wanted to be like, well, what's it actually going to be like traveling with a 13-year-old? And then at the end of the video, I am going to announce the future trip I have with Stevie. Guys, honestly, I feel so happy about next year. Literally, next year I have hang on, let's make sure I do it right. 3 holidays booked, and it's so exciting. 3 actual holidays booked. And today, I'm traveling with someone that I wouldn't usually travel with. A really good friend of mine who you will all find out, because I'm not going to be announcing that holiday. The only holiday I'm going to announce, actually, sorry, I've got to keep you coming back, guys. I can't tell you all holidays, you'll not come back. So I'm only going to tell you about one holiday. And then in February, I'm going to tell you about another holiday. And then in April, I'll tell you about another holiday. We've got 3 holidays all spread out through the year. Yes, we are going back to Walt Disney World, so there's Walt Disney World. Yes, we are doing another cruise. Ooh! And then we've got another holiday. That is another little surprise. But yes, anyway, let's get in for the trip. Oh, there's Gwynnie. Hi, Gwynnie. She's trying to photo bomb or video bomb my video. Right, now let's get into it. Right, so the parks. The parks, guys, as you would have known, generally when we go to Walt Disney World or Orlando, I keep saying Walt Disney World, obviously it's Orlando, we always do the 6 Walt Disney World parks, which is Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon. Yes, I remembered them all. And then we do the 3 Universal parks, which is Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios itself, and Volcano Bay. Now, we always get the Explorer Park thing with attraction tickets. That's who I use. If anyone watches my previous videos, one of the first videos I actually did on this channel was a attraction tickets review. Absolutely love them. Now, I'm actually an annual pass holder for Universal, but Stevie wasn't. So I had to go through the whole, you know, situation. But we will go on to the budget later on in the video. But for this one, I just want to really go about the parks. Now, as you know, when we went, Star Wars had just opened, Star Wars Galaxy Edge had just opened, so we were so excited. Guys, Star Wars Galaxy Edge, oh, my head just boom, it is so amazing. Honestly, I was so blown away of how much attention to detail is in that park. It's just phenomenal. Stevie was literally blown away. He absolutely loved it. And it's so strange that we go on about this, guys, actually, because before we actually decided to go over to Orlando and I announced it to Stevie, and Stevie was like, yeah, I can't wait to go. I always said to him, before we go, I think you'll prefer Universal to Disney. I was completely wrong. Like, for the first couple of days, we done Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom. And he was like, yeah, I like Disney, but I really like Universal. But as soon as he seen Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, he was just like, wow, this is amazing. Honestly, guys, the attention to detail, the Millennial Falcon ride. Oh my God, one of my favourite rides in Orlando. I can't wait to go back. Con isn't the biggest Disney fan. Any of you that have messaged me personally, and you know, we go into detail about my vlogs and we go into things, you know, you'll know we talk in great detail about my love for Disney and Con's non-love for Disney. I'm gonna be honest, I honestly think, and you know, can't hate me for saying this, but I don't think he's really into Orlando as much as me. He was so lucky as a kid. He comes from a very wealthy family who literally practically lived, in fact, he actually had houses in Orlando. He was never here as a kid. He was always in Orlando 2 or 3 times a year. He'd be in Orlando in the villas and in these big, nice, fancy speedboats and pools and stuff. That wasn't my childhood, guys. My childhood was caravan parks. So literally, when I go over to Orlando, I'm like, oh my God, it's so phenomenal. But for him, it's like, it hasn't really changed. Honestly, for me, I've still got the Disney blues. I just absolutely love the whole Disney. Oh, someone's ringing us. Oh. Yeah, so I've just literally still got the Disney blues. So with Con, he's like a bit over Disney. I'm not. But the thing is when I can't remember what I was saying now because I was rambling about that. The difference is though, guys, is when I've been with Con previously, he's like, yeah, I love Disney, but I love Universal. When I went with Stevie, it was a completely different feel because he had never been before. So it was just, honestly, it was just incredible. It really, really was. If you guys have seen all the vlogs, you'll know Stevie was just, he was like the best holiday buddy to travel with. He was just amazing. He really took everything in. Do you know, every single day, guys, we had a park day. Every single day there was a park day, and it was just unbelievable. Another thing that had came out when we were there was the new Harry Potter ride. Best ride, oh, I've already said the Millennial Falcon ride was the best ride in Orlando. Oh, I suppose I'm gonna have to say for this one, the Hagrid ride was, oh, it's just incredible. And I really want to say it's the best ride, but then I really like the Millennial Falcon ride in Star Wars. I suppose it's what, you know, right, I'm mumbling. The best thing about the Hagrid ride, Harry Potter World Hagrid ride, was it's very roller coaster-esque. It's like a roller coaster, and in fact it is a roller coaster, so if you're into your roller coasters, you're gonna friggin' love this ride. It literally is one of the fastest rides I've ever been on. It doesn't go upside down, but you like loops and whatever. And oh, honestly guys, it was just out of this world. It really, really was out of this world. I am so chuffed. Even though there was so many malfunctions when we were there. The wait times were about 90 minutes when we were there, which was September 2019. Now they've probably gone down. Hopefully they've gone down, because when we go back next year, I don't want the queues to be as big as what they were. But honestly, it was just like, actually I won't do that. I thought that would make us more comfortable, but it hasn't. Yeah, it was just, honestly, an incredible ride, and there's loads of dust everywhere. One of the things that I noticed about the parks this year was of how busy they were in September 2019. Now, all the previous times that we've went, I did do one of these videos pretty much a year ago, and it wasn't that bad. It was busy, but it wasn't as busy. This year, it felt like every single day the parks were just busy, but then again, Star Wars had just came out, and the Hagrid ride had just came out. However though, guys, it's strange that I say that, right, because as you'll know, they've been watching the vlogs. Every single part of the vlogs I kept saying when we were in Star Wars, of how quiet it was. I was actually blown away of actually how, like, quiet it actually, like, you know, like, what, usually when there's a new park opening, for instance, Hagrid, oh my god, you walk into Islands of Adventure, because that's where it is, and, you know, you've got queues already, people are running. You know, we tried doing it actually, guys, I don't know if it's even in the vlogs. There was one morning where we actually tried running from the entrance to the theme park all the way into the actual Hagrid ride, and so many staff were like, Dan, well, didn't say Dan because they don't know who I am, but they were like, please stop running. But yeah, they kept saying, stop running, you know, blah, 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 health and safety, blah, 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 blah. So many times where we were just like, right, we're just gonna have to walk. And then we would get the entrance, they'd be like, I'm sorry, the ride's closed for the day, max capacity, which is so frustrating. At Star Wars, it just wasn't like that. You literally got there and it was like, where's the crowds? There's no crowds. The only thing I can think of is maybe people were boycotting it until maybe like next year because they just didn't want to be there for lunch because they were like, oh no, it's going to be too busy. Because I do know there's a couple of vloggers that I like watching, and I was on their Instagram the other day and they were like, honestly, like there was queues and queues and queues for the new ride that came out on December 5th. Which is another ride that's just came out in Star Wars World. I keep saying Star Wars World. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, sorry guys. And so I can only assume that maybe it's picking up now because there's that extra ride. I'm not too sure. But yeah, both amazing. Star Wars was amazing, Hagrid was amazing. Universal, oh my god, actually, another thing I forgot to mention. We did Halloween Horror Nights, which was so good. Halloween Horror Nights was so good this year. We met so many amazing people. We did the RIP tour. It was dead weird how we ended up doing the RIP tour, and so many of you have inboxed me. I'm really not going to go into it because I can't, for like certain reasons of why I can't go into it. It's just a long story. Anyway, without cutting the story short, we had our tickets already to do Halloween Horror Nights. We met someone who was a friend of 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 a friend, and was like, oh, you should do this. We went to the reception with that friend of a friend of a friend of a friend, and we literally should have paid this amount, we paid this amount. It was very like, you know, this is like a friend's rate sort of thing. I got into trouble because I went on Instagram and told everyone, and I got a message saying, oh my god, you shouldn't have done that. So I can't really go into it on this video. However, what I can go into is the RIP tour is incredible. Go and do it, book it. It's just unbelievable. I think it's $200 if you're not getting friends rates or whatever. Honestly, we've already got plans to do it next year if I haven't already ruined it. Oh, actually, I shouldn't say that actually because I might have just dropped a hint. I might have just dropped a hint, guys. We have plans of doing it again. But it's unreal. Con's a bit like, I've told him he's doing it. He's going to absolutely love it. You see Con like with a face that's dripping him, you know, maybe in a future video, then you know why, because I forced him to go. But back to Disney, guys. Honestly, blown away this year with Disney. So one of the next thing, guys, on my long list is food. Right, food, oh my god, right, I don't know what it was this year, guys, with me, right? I really struggled with the food. Anyone that knows me knows that I really struggle with my weight. It's one of the, I don't want to say one of the worst things about myself because that's a horrible thing to say, but it's one of the things that I really struggle with. I'm dead self-conscious. My weight goes up and down all the time. It really does. And just prior to going to on the cruise, I was on the ketos diet and I'd lost over 1.5 stone, and I was so proud of myself, close to losing 2 stone. Went on the cruise ship, lost a little bit more weight, and I was so pleased. I was like, oh my god, the weight's coming off us. The cruise was so easy to lose weight on because the food was just phenomenal, and there was so much choice. We had like salads, steaks. When we were actually eating in the main restaurant, which was amazing, we could literally choose, you know, if I wanted, like, say I wanted like a fish, but I didn't want the chips with it, I would have like veg. They were dead honest, they were dead happy to help. So, you know, so many times I was just having a piece of steak, 2 pieces of steak, which was veg, which was just great. Got to America, and I literally said before going, I said to Con, I was like, I'm adamant I'm not going to put the weight on, I'm going to be really good, and I'm going to be like really healthy and not eat crap. And as soon as I landed, you know, on the plane I was good. I didn't eat any of the plane food. All I ate was like the meat and stuff. I didn't eat any of the carbs because I was still on the keto diet, and I was really trying to keep myself on it. Got to America and really struggled. Every single night was just a struggle. Every restaurant we went to, trying to get, like, you know, so many times I was asking for like a piece of meat with some salad, and the waiters were just looking at me like I was some sort of like alien. It was just like, what? You don't want fries? Do you know what I mean? That's what it was like. And I was just like, oh. And then when you're in the parks, it's such a struggle. Trying to find a healthy meal in the parks is like literally trying to find $100 on the floor. Like, it is literally everywhere you go to something. That's the worst like example ever, but I'm just trying to get the point across where it's so hard. There is places that you can get a nice healthy meal if you're willing to pay for it, if you want to pay like $25–30. So it's just like, oh, it was just so frustrating. The amount of days I kept saying to Stevie, I just don't want to eat crap anymore. I am sick of chips. That's what I'm sick of. Fries every single day. If you plan on going to America and being on a diet, then honestly, biggest luck to you, because you'll end up starving because it's so hard. Honestly, in the parks, it's so worse. But then, honestly, guys, I don't know what it was. I'm not a snob when it comes to food. I'm really not. You know, we go to Asda. You know, I'm happy buying own branded Asda stuff. Do you know, I'm not a snob when it comes to food. But like everything that I was eating in America, right? First of all, we went to Hard Rock. Right, don't get me started on the Hard Rock. Con's already said I can't wait to go back. Like, he can't wait to go back on our next trip. And I'm saying to him, I don't know how I'm going to step foot back in that Hard Rock cafe in Universal. The food was so... sounds really snobby to me, I'm going to say this. It was so over-seasoned. I said this in the vlog. Right, when I say over-seasoned, I mean like, it was like someone's just stood there with a salt and just went, literally for about 30 minutes, and then he's literally passed us this. Honestly, guys, I'll never forget the first salt I had in my mouth. Sorry, not the first salt. The first chip I had in the Hard Rock Cafe. Bearing in mind, I ordered cheeseburger and chips. Stevie had cheeseburger and chips as well. It was just, honestly, it was, I literally was like, ugh. I had to have a drink straight after. I actually had to ask the waiter for a jug of water because there was so much salt on it. I couldn't like I was losing all the, like, the water in my body. It was insane. Then the cheeseburger had so much like sauce. When I picked it up, the sauce was just dripping out in the grease. And I was eating it, and honestly, I never leave food. Anyone that knows me knows I will not leave. You know, if there's any food on that plate, I'm the Hoover in the family. I go around eating everyone else's plates. That's why I freaking struggle with weight. But honestly, it was just minging. And then not to mention, here's your $80 bill, sir. Do you know what I mean? Here's the food that you detested. Now it's time to pay up. Here's $80 plus me tip. Oh, honestly, guys, plus tax. It was just... That's Hard Rock for you. That was a long example of Hard Rock, but it was just, honestly, it was, guys, actually also bubblegum shrimp. Love bubblegum shrimp. Now, that is somewhere where I could eat nearly every night. It was so good. It was just brilliant. I love prawns. Literally, I just had this like bucket of prawns, and it was just so nice. I literally sat there, even though I completely read the menu wrong, and I thought it was going to be $12. And I had a heart attack when the waiter was like, that's $38, sir. I was like, how did I get it so wrong? I literally had like $50 in my hand. That was including the tip. And I was like, yeah, you go. And he was like, and he opened up the cash thing, and he was like, sir, it's like $90. I was like, oh no, I've completely messed up. Go to Bubblegum Shrimp, entrance to Universal, it's phenomenal. In the Disney parks, we did a lot of quick service food. So it was quick service, but then we sat in, so we got like a lot of like salads. You can do like the buffet style things where it's like £9 for like chicken and chips. And then what I was doing is I was just giving the chips to Stevie. He was putting like sauce on, and then I was just filling my plate with salad and just trying to do it that way, which was quite nice. We actually tried a couple of bits of food as well on the, you know, when you go around the world at Epcot. If you've not done that before, highly recommend doing around the world with Epcot. It was just crazy good. We absolutely loved it. We did a lot of like trying different foods. We tried spring rolls, we tried stuff from Germany, we tried stuff from Asia. I don't know how much footage I got from it because I decided not to film a lot just because I thought I actually had too much footage of food. But when I got back, I actually found I didn't have enough footage. But it was just so good, just going around at your own pace, just trying different types of food. We didn't actually spend that much money on food on this holiday because after being like fleeced from Hard Rock, and obviously we went to the Chocolate Emporium, which was alright again, much better than Hard Rock, I think. I actually much prefer the Chocolate Emporium. If you're a massive fiend of like chocolates and you like, you know, sweetie foods, go to Chocolate Emporium. They have the biggest selection of cakes and sweets. You'll absolutely love it if you're into that sort of thing. But after going to them places, we actually decided to really cut back on the food element, and we started having like food in. We went to the Golden Corral, which is a buffet, a couple of times. Saved a fortune from doing that. And usually I wouldn't go to buffets because Con hates buffets. But with Stevie, he wasn't bothered. It was like $20 for the both of us for breakfast, which was good. I think next time for going, there's a lady I watch called Lollipop Box Club. Actually it's not Lollipop Club. Well, it is. I used to be at Channel Now. It's called Life with Lisa. Lovely, lovely lady. We talk all the time on Instagram, and hopefully meet up this year actually in Disney. She mentioned about her taking cereal bars into the parks. And that isn't something I'm just so not organised at, guys. That's just something I just wouldn't be that organised with, which is terrible. But do you know what? Me and Con were talking the other day, and we think for our next trip, that is literally what we're going to do. Con is such a picky eater. I'm a picky eater. You do find that breakfasts in Orlando are quite expensive. For instance, at our hotel, it was like $30 for a buffet breakfast per person. Really expensive, isn't it? $30. Just think about that, guys. $30. We've actually decided, me and Con, is that we're gonna go literally to like Poundland or Home Bargains or something before we go out, and literally just buy like 40 cereal bars and stick them at the bottom of our case, and it means that we can have like one each day, or two each, and maybe like take one for a snack. Next one on my list, guys, is budgeting. Now, budgeting isn't something that I really like want to spend a great deal time on. We really struggled with budgeting. I am such a money fiend, guys. Like literally, anyone that knows me knows I'm really like good with saving. I literally will work out money and go, right, this is how much we've got, this is blah 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 blah. But then me and Stevie put together were a nightmare because Stevie was like, can I have a Starbucks? And I was like, Starbucks? Did someone say Starbucks? Starbucks is one of my favourite places, and we must have spent, I did actually have the exact figure, but I think we spent nearly $300 on this holiday on Starbucks. Now, let's think about that for a second. They average out about $6.50 a drink, so it was quite bad. We were literally having 3 a day. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it one little bit. It's actually quite embarrassing, and you know, bearing in mind we spent about $140 each on the holiday on Starbucks, 140 to 150. Not proud. I'm not gonna say it's a good thing or a healthy thing. And out there with like $1,400 between us, $1,500, and literally within about 6 days into the holiday, I was probably left with about 600 because we were literally just going through it crazily. I just feel like it's just got so much more expensive. We found to keep the money down was like going to the Golden Corral, like I said before, really like cutting back on where we were eating. We honestly, I think it's because I just came off the cruise a couple of weeks beforehand, and being on the cruise and then going to America and seeing the price difference was just crazy. I tell you how we did save a lot of money as well, guys, was drinking a lot of bottled water. So when we got there, we bought loads of bottles of water. We kept filling them up in the room and putting them in the fridge. That saved us a fortune. But then we actually found when we got to Universal, they do the refillable cups. You pay like, it's like a cup this size. You would have seen it in the vlogs. It's somewhere in the house somewhere. I should have really got it, but it's like $18 for the cup originally. Anyway, you pay like $18 for the cup, and then it's like $9 a day if you want to refill. It's not the most hygienic thing, but me and Stevie just shared a drink. Obviously, if you've got a family, you don't want to share drinks, don't. But it's unlimited refillable, and every day we were in Universal, we just kept refilling. Obviously, it's not the healthiest because you're drinking like soda and unhealthy drinks all day. But the thing is, guys, there's loads of different ways of budgeting. I'm just not the best for this trip. Usually though, I'm really good, and I think there's loads of different options. Maybe Google yourselves and see what you would prefer. Next one on the list, guys, is planning. Now, planning is a biggie for me. I can't go on holiday without planning. I'm such a planner. I literally spend at least months before the holiday planning and making sure things are all sorted and making sure that, like, I know exactly what time we're leaving. I felt really organised this year. Our flight was at 10 AM this year. It was on time, which was good. We had the taxi picking us up from our home at 5 AM. Do you know what, guys? It was so weird, actually. This is a bit off tangent, but it was so weird because at the start of the holiday, I was like, right, every time me and Connor went on holiday, we're always rushing around the airport. Even when me and Stevie went on the cruise, rushing around the airport. I hate it. I hate rushing around. So I said to him, wouldn't it be nice if we can just arrive like 4 or 5 hours earlier and just get around and do everything? And that's what we did. So we actually arrived at the airport like 2 hours earlier than we should have been, and it was just so nice because we got through security and everything, and it was 7:30 in the morning. My flight wasn't until 10, so we had 2.5 hours of just chilling, and that really does take you back to planning. I do think when you're going on these sort of trips, being so well planned is so important. I'm going to tell you this now, and everyone will tell you this who do Disney vlogs. There's no way in hell you'll go to Orlando and you'll be able to do it all in 14 days. We went for 15. You know, we didn't get a lot. Well, we did get a lot done because we did everything I wanted to do. But like, we didn't go to like Busch Gardens, we didn't do SeaWorld or anything, and most of that is because we just wouldn't have had the time. You know, it's 30 odd degrees. It was 36, 37 degrees every single day that we were there. You know, it's expensive, you know, the tickets and everything, and it's just so hard to be able to cram everything into each day, because you think before you go, oh, I could do a full day in a park, I do a full day at work, I can do a full day in a park. But when you're walking around in 37 degrees heat, doing, I don't know, 40, no, maybe not 40,000, 20,000 steps, 30,000 steps a day, walking probably like 10 mile a day, and I'm not joking, the parks are massive, you will do so much walking. You literally get to certain points in the day where you're just exhausted. That's why what we do is we plan like mornings in a park, usually go back to the hotel and chill or do something in the afternoon when it's at its hottest, and then maybe come back and go to another park. We've done that quite a bit on this holiday. So we would spend like 4 or 5 hours in the morning at a park, and then we would chill in the afternoon, maybe go to a hotel or whatever. Another big thing is, guys, is the heat. So making sure that you're staying well hydrated. Don't obviously watch my vlogs and think drinking Starbucks every couple hours is the way of staying hydrated. I learned the very hard way. Probably halfway through the holiday you would have seen I got really dehydrated. I think I was on the verge of heat stroke. I'm not joking. I literally felt like I couldn't stand. I had to take a chill. One of the last ones, guys, that I've got on my list is traveling with a younger sibling or traveling with a kid. Hi, Oscar. Oh, lovely. Oscar, can you get down? The cat's gone. Can't do any filming in this house with all the cats. Traveling with my younger brother or a younger sibling. I'm not gonna lie, before I went, I was terrified. I didn't want to admit it to obviously my family because I think they were terrified also. Before heading out, I was really nervous. I was thinking, oh my god, I'm responsible for Stephen. On the cruise and America, I was more nervous about the cruise at first because that was the first one, and I'll never forget being in Valletta the night before, and it was just like there was loads of strange men walking around. I was just like, oh no, I'm terrified here. Got on the ship, was fine. And then America, I was just like, yeah, I'm scared in case he like leaves some sight and things. Do you know what, guys? I found it to be a lot easier than what I actually thought it was going to be. Stevie was actually no bother. Obviously, taking a younger person with you, you're in control. So, you know, you need to be wary about how much you're walking. Obviously, you're responsible for that person. So, keeping in regular contact with him was so important during this holiday. Making sure that he was okay, making sure he was well hydrated, keeping on with him about staying hydrated, because all Stevie wanted was Starbucks. So, as much as I know in the vlogs it makes it look like he drinks Starbucks every day, and I know a couple of people have inboxed me about that. Like, oh, how many Starbucks did he have? Like, for a 13-year-old, you know, I think he had too many and whatever. And I do understand that, and I know the way I've edited the vlogs, it makes me look shocking, because it looks like every time you see him, he's drinking the Starbucks. But actually, when I didn't film him, in between them times, was the amount of drinks that he actually had. He had like 4 or 5 bottles of water every single day with him, and I made sure that every hour we had a rule where, and this sounds a bit OCD, but every hour I literally said to him, Stevie, have another drink, Stevie, have another drink, which he did. And to be fair, I was telling him to drink loads, but not actually looking after myself. And then obviously I got to that stage where I felt like I was going to die halfway through the holiday. So yeah, like that responsibility and having him there and thinking, oh my god, like I need to make sure he's safe and well and keep him going, was daunting, but he was no bother. So basically guys, an overview of the entire trip, it was incredible. It really was absolutely incredible. I think you guys have noticed the difference in my vlogging style as well. I really feel like my vlogging style has been able to really reflect on how good our holiday was. This is only the 3rd trip I've vlogged. Vlogged mine and Con's first trip, the 2nd trip, which was mine and Stevie's cruise, and then the 3rd one was mine and Stevie's America trip. I'm so mega excited because I've got 3 holidays this year as well. In the 1 year, really excited. We've only just managed to sort 2 of them out practically in the last couple of days, and then me and Con are doing America. But honestly, the trip with Stevie was just magical in every single way. He absolutely loved it. He really did. He thought America was incredible, one of the best holidays he's ever been on. And you guys, this Friday, if you are watching this on the Wednesday, are going to see the final video. Every time I watch that final video, I get a bit emotional because I feel like I'm still on that holiday, because you guys are still following along on the holiday, and I feel like on Friday that's it. Hi Gwynny. I feel like on Friday that is it. That is the end of mine and Stevie's Walt Disney World vlog series, and every Friday I watch them. You know, I feel like I'm still on that trip and it's coming to an end. I just, again guys, want to say like a huge thank you to every single one of you that are following along. You know, regardless of the amount of people that watch them, I just love it. I really do. Like, I love vlogging, and I'm not bothered about the views. Obviously, the time that it takes me to create these videos, obviously, is a nightmare. But other than that, like, I just absolutely love it, and I just can't wait for you guys to see the final video on Friday and really experience that journey ending with us, because it's so sad when a holiday comes to an end. You spend ages saving for a Walt Disney World trip, and then it comes around and it ends so quickly, and it's really depressing. But that's holidays for you. Again guys, I feel so lucky to be able to go to America. It's such an expensive place to go, and I really do work my absolute butt off all year round to be able to afford these trips. And every time I go there, every time I land there, I think, well, the plane hasn't crashed. So that's one good sign. And because I'm a terrible flyer, so I think of the worst every time I get on the plane. And I'm here with the people I love, and I don't know, I've been able to experience it again. And I just can't wait to go back. It's just one of them amazing places. So guys, this is the part that I've been most excited about. So I've got 3 trips planned next year. So we've got 3 travel vlogs ready to go for next year, which is really exciting. My bank balance isn't exciting, let's put it that way. It's feeling the burden of these holidays. But oh my god, I am so excited, and I'm now going to announce one of the trips. Now this trip is one that's booked. I thought this is the best one to announce because it's with Stevie. This vlog was all about Stevie and our trip. So the first place we are going, well, it's not the first place, but next year guys, me and Stevie are going on another cruise. And yes, I am really excited to be doing another cruise with Stevie. The last cruise was amazing. I know quite a lot of you that watch my Disney vlogs also watch my cruise stuff, which is just great because I love cruises and I love America. And after doing that cruise with Stevie in August, oh my god, I could not wait to do it again. So many of you have asked already because I know a lot of you have known because I've posted it on some groups that I'm also associated with, have been asking for dates. I'm not going to release any dates yet. The only reason why, guys, is because I'm one of these, like, really, like, I don't know. I don't like announcing dates because I don't want everyone to know, like, in the whole world when I'm going away. So when my house is available to burgle. So I don't like announcing things until it's literally about 5 or 6 days before we go, and all the security is in place for us going away. So that's the only reason why I'm not announcing the dates. But all I am going to say, guys, is it is towards the middle of the year. So it's not at the start, it's not at the end, but it's around about the middle time of the year. So it's mega excited, and it is just me and Stevie going away on this trip. I have got another trip planned earlier in the year with another person, and that trip will be announced very soon in the next coming weeks. And then I do have a Walt Disney World trip planned with Connor at some point next year as well. Them dates will also come out closer to that trip. But guys, again, I just want to say, like, a huge thank you. It feels quite emotional because this is like saying goodbye to the vlogs this year. Obviously there's still the final episode on Friday, so if you're watching us on the Wednesday, please don't forget to watch that and like and subscribe, and also like and subscribe to this video because honestly, every like and subscribe makes the videos grow. I'm already noticing a lot more subscribers coming through, and that's because of the Disney vlogs and people are liking and subscribing. Please, if you can do the same, comment, like, subscribe. It's great to actually know, like, where yous are planning on going next year. Are you going to be going on a cruise next year? Are you going to Disney next year? Let me know in the comments. I love communicating with you guys. You've got no idea, like, I literally light up when I get a comment on YouTube to say, oh my god, someone's like spent the time to write something. So then I literally want to type back. I know sometimes it does take me a while to get back. Unfortunately, I'm one of these people, I literally work 24/7. I'm self-employed. Every penny I have to make myself. So I literally have to work non-stop. So sometimes I just literally don't get the time to check. But honestly, when I do see them, I literally respond straight away. So if you guys drop in the comments, let me know where you're going. Has this video helped you? Are you planning on a Disney trip and watch this video and have decided what you are doing? Let me know in the comments. Again, thank you guys. It does mean a lot. Every comment and everything means a lot. Every view means so much. And Merry Christmas. That is pretty much not the last you'll see of us this year, because I do have a Christmas video coming out on the 28th of December, which is going to be our Vlogmas. 7 days rolled into 1 hour, so it'll be about an hour-long vlog. That'll come out on the 28th. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. Merry Christmas for now, because the next time you see me will just be after Christmas. But again, thanks, guys. My Instagram's below if you want to join me on there as well. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. See you soon.